modest 6 straight games. Entering the day's action, the Orioles are in 4th place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Dodgers are atop the NL West. They own a 2.5 game advantage. The Kansas City Royals amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the White Sox on the south side 7-5. As of today, the White Sox are in 2nd place in the AL Central, 10.5 back, while the Royals are 4th in the division. They're 13.5 out of first place. Luke Voit dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as the Bronx Bombers defeated Detroit 9-1. They now have 5 straight wins. Heading into the day, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division, 19 games out of first, while the Yankees are leading the American League East. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Indians 5-3. As of right now, the Angels are in 2nd place in the AL West, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard, while the Indians are leading the American League Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Reds knocked out 12 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 9-3. Entering the day's action, the Mariners sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Reds are in 1st place in the NL Central. They are enjoying a comfortable 6.5 game cushion. The Tampa Bay Rays combined for a 4-hitter as they grab the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-0. In the standings, the Rangers are in 3rd place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Astros totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-4. As of today, the Astros are atop the American League West, a sizable 7 games ahead of 2nd, while the Athletics are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Yo. When does it actually begin?
MLB The Show has baseball for you under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Ronald Acuna, one of the league's top power hitters, looks to gain ground in the home run race. Next. Aaron Nola gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Here's Ender Inciarte, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
So he sets him down swinging. Ender Inciarte goes down for the first out of the game. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte plays with. He's already snatched 20 bags this year. When you think about it, there are not a lot of guys stealing 20 bases anymore. So that's already a big year in terms of stealing bases. And he's not even done yet.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average. Without a doubt, the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black. 1 out, nobody on. Liner in there for a base hit.
Boy, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets a third one, and he hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, fouled away. Markakis, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And given his team's current standing, we're probably not going to be watching any champagne showers at the end of the year. But if he keeps up the home run pace, some individual hardware may be in order for him.
He's doing his best to make sure the fans keep tuning in. He's fighting for a home run title, and he's not giving any at-bats away. This is great observation, not only for the veterans in the clubhouse, but the young rookies on this roster to not give anything away at this level.
So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Into the box now, Josh Donaldson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. Second and third, 2 away. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Popped up. Franco over to his left. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. 2 left for Atlanta. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Sean Newcomb, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that. This guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Gene Segura standing in, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has struggled to score runs the last couple games. Last 3 to 4 games to be exact. They're going to have to manufacture it in a different way. Can't wait for that 2-3 run homer. They're going to have to get guys on base, put the defense on their heels a little bit, maybe a little hit and run, maybe a little old school baseball.
First pitch of the at-bat. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Lifetime in this matchup. He has a 3 for 12 line. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
The 0-2 home. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, E-Road. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate. Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
And now Bryce Harper. It's been a big season for him in the power department, closing in on a home run title.
Yeah, he's certainly in line for a home run title, but what I love about this guy is the slugging percentage is through the roof. He's leading the league in that category as well.
You know, interesting, in spring training, I had a chance to talk to him, and all he told me was, if you want to slug, we'll slug. And he's slugging.
No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still no score. Digging in now, Johan Camargo. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Johan Camargo.
First pitch on its way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's got 2 hits in 18 at-bats. And on 10 occasions, he's been a strikeout victim. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Line drive to center field. Herrera is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Herrera. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
First baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And how
pitch.
fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Right side, hit hard. Albies scoops it up. Flip from short right gets him, and there are two away. So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to the right. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Two complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Into the box now, Sean Newcomb. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
15, Sean Newcomb.
First offering on its way. Line towards center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Into the box, Ender Inciarte. 0-1 the count. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. The 0-1 pitch. This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, two runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in
Now
prime
batting,
position to put the first run on the board right here.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
First delivery to him on the way. Good fastball down around the knees. They're taken for a strike. Smoke toward the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run will score as the Braves strike first to lead it 1-0.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there, able to get that one through, and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
In now, Ronald Acuna, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Inciarte at third, Markakis at second, Freeman on at first with nobody out. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Bases are loaded here with one away, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. Here comes the first pitch, and a fastball's in there for strike one. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. Hernandez at second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So one run here on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Braves on top, 1-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Franco gets set to start out the inning.
Franco.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And it's fouled away.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And the Phillies are into the hit column.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Real Muto.
Settling in now, JT Realmuto. His prior history versus this arm, he's got 3 base hits in 19 tries. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
So here now's the pitcher, Aaron Nola, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Standing in now, Gene Segura hops this one up. Freeman in foul ground, and a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. Franco on second. Nola is over at first with 1 away. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
First and second now, 1 man out. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Cesar Hernandez will be next. Three-two pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. It remains 1-0. And the next in is Johan Camargo as we begin the top of the 4th.
Johan Camargo.
Now here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. To third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Now to the plate, Tyler Flowers hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Harper is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Ozzie Albies. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Oh, trying to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The pitcher, number 15, Sean Newcomb.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And the pitcher will bat next. Here comes Sean Newcomb. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here's the 1-1. Outside 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count,
The right
0-2,
fielder,
and then start
3.
working outside the
Right.
zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. The throw into second. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher.
17.
Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And he fouls this one off. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One ball and one strike to the Phillies first baseman. Harper, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all four quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. A swing and a ground ball to third. Over to Albies. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in for the Braves, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Ender Inciarte.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball there to start him out. This is bounced foul for the first strike. Pitch is popped up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Up next for Atlanta.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box, Freddie Freeman. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. Home half of the fifth coming up. Atlanta leads it 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat. And while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
For the Phillies.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. Hot shot on the ground is short. Camargo brings it in. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball one. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing a fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. First pitch on its way. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Herrera stands at first with 1 out. And there he goes towards second. And this one's in the dirt. Not in time. He's in there at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. So he can't make contact there on strike 3. But meanwhile, the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. So striding in, JT Realmuto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Well, you know, Dero, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Comes set, the 0-1. Fouled straight back. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They're down 1-0. Ronald Acuna, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is McCutchen. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Into the box now, Johan Camargo, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Donaldson is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Now batting, the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and next to bat will be the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Camargo, base runner at first with 1 out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hot shot down the line. A dive, and he can't hang on. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
The batter, number 1.
Show track is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third basemen show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncork a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. Stepping in now, Ozzie Albies, and he hits it hard to the right side. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Standing in now, Sean Newcomb, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. 1 pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Braves will settle for just the 1. To the bottom of the 6th inning. Braves lead this one 2-0. Digging in once again, Gene Segura. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch on its way. On the ground to third. And there's one down now.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
In now, Bryce Harper, as he's reaching at a curveball and comes up empty at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. 1-1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
I got to count 2-2.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Flowers corrals it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Phillies strand one. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ender Inciarte. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch of the at-bat. Found it softly down the line toward first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Drops one down here, and they'll try to beat it out. And a wise decision there to make sure this ball stays foul, and that's the second strike. Swing, and he pops him up. Segura waits on it. He's got it one away. Now at the plate, Nick Markakis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Striding into the box, Freddie Freeman. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he popped him up. And no one will track it down. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Now at the plate, Andrew McCutchen. No hits to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Now McCutchen belts one, carrying well to left field. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. Throwing to second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Ready once again, Odubel Herrera, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's set. Here it comes. Flipped out the other way towards short, and one gone. Digging in, Michael Franco. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. This one's down to third. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in, JT Realmuto, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Realmuto.
He's set, and the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base hit, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Kyle Wright takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
65.
Nick Williams will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Nick Williams.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Realmuto at second with 2 down. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here's the 1-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies 1. Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. leading off the inning, Ronald Acuna, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
So digging in now, Josh Donaldson, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there 1-0. The 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. Segura has it to second for one. On to first, and Donaldson's gone as well. It's a double play.
Just a two-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier on that, and they roll up your basic 6-4-3 double play.
Stepping in now, Johan Camargo. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Straight 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Braves go down quietly. They lead it 2-1. Digging in, Gene Segura. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Flowers has it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Digging in to try it again, Bryce Harper. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped up. Flowers over to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies down in order. They're down 2-1. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Tyler Flowers, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Standing in now, Ozzie Albies. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Franco has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Charlie Culberson will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Popped into the air, back behind second. Hernandez is under it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They still lead it 2-1. Daniel Winkler takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 58, Daniel Winkler.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Here comes the first pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 0-1 on its way. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Inciarte on the run. He's there and records the first out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Andrew McCutchen. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Well struck down the right field line. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. And he fouls this one off. Philly down to their last strike. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2, you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now in the box, Maikel Franco. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First pitch on its way. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common, and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Braves get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Sean Newcomb gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Aaron Nola is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Daniel Winkler hammers down the save, his 42nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.